Good morning and welcome to the daily news trends on SSiTV Africa. Teachers across the country to be vaccinated from Wednesday. Teachers across the country will begin lining up at various sites for their COVID-19 vaccinations on Wednesday today. Over 500,000 basic education staff will receive their Johnson & Johnson vaccine in the next 2 weeks. Educators follow on the heels of people aged 60 years and older who are now eligible to receive the vaccine as part of the country's phase 2 rollout. Gauteng Health Department says province has sufficient oxygen. The Gauteng Health Department has assured residents it has enough oxygen for COVID-19 patients. As Gauteng's COVID-19 infections continue to climb, there have been concerns about hospitals not having enough oxygen to treat the growing number of patients. The department says it has a standing agreement with AFOX and no hospital will be allowed to go below 50% of its oxygen supply. Meanwhile, just over 11,000 more people have tested positive for COVID-19 countrywide in the last 24 hours. Over 7,400 of them are in Gauteng. Homeless was paid more than 324 million rands from 6 various state capture contracts. The State Capture Commission has heard that the Gupta-linked shell company Homeless was paid more than 324,000 million rands from 6 various state capture contracts. Homex was flagged as a suspicious company by local auditing firm Deloitte, and later its transactions flagged as suspicious by the Reserve Bank when it transferred funds to an offshore account in Hong Kong. In 2014, Homex scored almost 40 million rands for facilitating a deal between Transnet and Neotel, although it had done no work for the state entity. Further alcohol sale restrictions may be necessary for Gauteng. With coronavirus cases increases in Gauteng at an alarming rate, there are growing calls for tighter lockdown measures. Gauteng accounts for the majority of the country's newest infection, and the third wave is hitting the province hospital hard. The South African Medical Research Council says tougher measures on alcohol sales may be necessary. Auditor General paints bleak picture of municipal finances. The country's municipalities have spent R1 billion on consultants to help with financial statements. Auditor General Tsakani Maluleke has painted a bleak picture of municipal finances to Parliament. Maluleke says there was 26 billion rand in irregular expenditure at municipalities in the 2019-2020 financial year. She says municipalities lack preventive controls and little action is taken against officials for wrongdoing. Out of the 257 municipalities across the country, only 27 received clean audits. Gauteng taxis want money for sanitizers. The situation in Gauteng is so dire that government officials have been out inspecting the enforcement of COVID-19 protocols. Gauteng Transport MEC Jacob Mabulo was at Nuara Taxi Rank in Johannesburg CBD on Tuesday. I interacted with commuters to check if they were being sanitized consistently. They did confirm that. There was only one loading bay where there was no compliance with sanitizing of commuters, he said. National Alliance spokesperson Theo Malele said it is quite a disturbing sight that the taxi industry is expected to fork out money for sanitizers when it is not being supported by government monetarily. The bussing industry is actually being supported, and I wonder if they too are having challenges of purchasing the sanitizers themselves. Rapid testing for COVID-19 at taxi ranks is also being rolled out. Thank you for tuning in on the Daily News Trends.